What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and today I want to share with you a crazy game I had in Jinan a couple months back. Here is my setup, and we are using the legendary commander along with dispersion mod, steering, and surface detection. Now you want to go for all the surface detection you can because Jinan, it's a ninja ship. You want to be stealthy and you want to be sure that the enemy does not know where you are, and you want to be using your torpedoes. So let's hop right in and see how we do. So the game we're playing is on Haven, one of my favorite maps, and we are playing Domination. This is a perfect map for Jinan. There's a lot of tight corridors, there's a lot of channels to shoot torpedoes down, and people are generally moving a lot more around than they usually do because it's Domination. We are playing here with my good old friend Klistakal, and I am happy to have him in a Worcester because the Worcester and the Jinan are some of the best AA ships at tier 10. Now, you might have seen the title, something along the lines Best Cruiser. I have come to the conclusion after 250 games with this beast of a ship that, in my opinion, this is the very best cruiser at tier 10, if you want to be competitive. Now, the reason I am uploading this video now is because I think, now again, I know I'm a CC, but I have no knowledge of when the Jinan is out, but I'm guessing it will be out next month, along with patch 6.2. That would make sense for me, so I'm gonna be uploading some more Jinan gameplay for you guys to really get you in on how to play these ships, because there's definitely a learning curve. You're not just gonna hop into this and be absolutely overpowered and good, because you definitely need to put in the work to make this ship the best cruiser at tier 10. The reason I think it's better than Smolensk, Minotaur, Worcester, the like, is because this thing can actually turn around a game in a very, very short time. If we take something like the Worcester, for example, it has to either be close to the battlefield to use its many utilities, or it has to do a lot of damage, which takes time. Now, instead, with the Jinan here, you just one-shot people. As we completely cleared this B cap. Now, you can see what I'm saying with this is a powerful boat. We just completely took out that Johan de Witt in one strike, and I didn't even use all my torpedoes. I just used one side. So compared with that, and if you compare this to a Minotaur, for example, that also has a lot of torpedoes, but it needs to do a lot more risky maneuvers to get those torpedoes off, or be lucky, or be in the smoke, something like that. But here you have a good amount of stealth, and your torpedoes go further than 10 kilometers. They go 10.6. And they're stealthy because these are deep water torpedoes, so remember, you can't use them on DDs. But who needs that? You can actually shoot them under your teammate DDs. That's a very, very good thing. So if you have a destroyer in front of you, a teammate, and you want to shoot your torpedoes, well, you still can. Fun fact, in this game we're actually playing versus one of my good friends, the Onion, and they're over there, and we are going to be clearing out those bastards because we have torpedoes, and that's what Jinan does. So a lot of people have been saying to me that they think it's hard to play Jinan, and I'm very happy to hear that, actually, because if this was too easy to play, we would just have another, completely overpowered ship at tier 10. Now, I've said I don't think this is overpowered. I think the player behind it is the one who makes this ship overpowered, because you can see we're detected now, but we have pretty much been undetected the whole game. That Schlieffen had no clue where we were. He wasn't even aware, and that's the power of this ship. Now the enemy team are fully aware of my presence, and well, I know the Onion knows who I am, so he will probably be careful and not want to fight me because I'm already at 70,000 damage. One of the biggest mistakes I see Jinan players make, the ones who were lucky enough to get it in the crate or any of the other tiers for that matter, is a lot of players are take too big risks. These things blow up like piñatas. Like if you have played Colbert, if you played Smolensk, if you played any of the, very, very low armored, low health ships, imagine that and then just, times that by 2. This thing blows up even more than anything else. And you do not want to risk your life to shoot your torpedoes because you're not going to hit all the time. People know what you're doing. You see, I shot those way too short of the Malta, and he actually somewhat survives that. Now, these hurt a ton, but still. So one of my biggest suggestions to new Jinan players, or the line in general, is have patience. Have that patience and take care of the DDs first. You have great guns. Your AP is awesome. You have fuel smokes. You're very maneuverable, easy to dodge. Your AA at tier 10 is crazy, and it can be, you know, matched with Holland, I would say. But the one thing that you need to be careful of is overcommitting. You really have to know when it's your time to strike. Just sailing straight into somebody, thinking your fuel smoke is going to save you from going broadside. I see a lot of Jinan players do this. They charge towards the enemy, turn broadside, shoot the torpedoes, then they think their fuel smoke is going to save them. It might. You might get lucky, but a good player will know exactly where to aim because the fuel smoke is not going to save you from that. And if you get hit by just 6 Vermont shells on your broadside, you're pretty much done, fellas. This thing explodes, as it should. Fighting a Sao is not a good idea either, because Sao has insane guns. So as you can see, I'm already peeling away from this Sao here. I don't want to deal with him, because if he actually loads HE or AP, it's really bad. The 203s, they hurt a lot, and he's got a 9% fire chance, so I'm just you know, doing my best to get out of there now. You can see I missed my set of torpedoes, so I'd rather just run away. Now there's another one coming right here, but still he's bow in, so as soon as you've shot your torpedoes with this ship, guys, get away. Get away. You have kind of Colbert DPM on your guns. It kind of feels like a Colbert, but it's not a gunboat, so to say. You can gunboat, and you should gunboat when you're in a situation like this, where there's one target and you're not really in danger, but using these torpedoes and playing it like a destroyer is basically how you do it. You know, the joke is Minnow is the most overpowered destroyer. Well, I have to say that I think Jinan is now the most overpowered destroyer, because if you play it like a DD, you're gonna see a lot of success, just like we saw this game. 145,000 damage, 26 torpedo hits, 5 kills, and we still got 153 shell hits. So the name of the game is patience, and the hierarchy of your destruction should be DDs first, help with the cruisers if you can, and then go for the BBs. You definitely don't want to leave the destroyers out, because they are pretty much your kryptonite. They spot you, and you can't really fight them close range with torpedoes, so you have to use your guns. But that has been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this crazy gameplay with these awesome torpedo strikes, and maybe you learned something. I'm of course going to be uploading more Jinan gameplay and guides on how to play this, and I'm just started working on Cruises of Blitz Jinan. My name has been BobLyn, and I'm signing out.